What's up, friends? It's Madam Adam. Welcome back to the channel. It's time for another honest tarot deck review. I've been looking forward to this one for a minute. We're going to be talking about NeoPets, the official tarot deck and guidebook, Faerie edition. I don't know if there's other editions. Faerie edition makes me wonder if there's others. But yeah, soar through fairyland and journey through the world of Neopia in this beautifully illustrated official NeoPets tarot deck. Channel all your favorite Neopets, fairies, magicians, and more as you read these 78 alluring cards for reflection, guidance, and wisdom. I love that. This deck includes the traditional 22 major arcana and 56 minor arcana found in the Rider-Waite deck. They are based, the imagery is based on Rider-Waite, which we love that. The box itself is a cute carrying case. It's nice and small. Nothing too, I mean, there's a little blue star pattern on the sides here. Cute, pink inside. Pinkish purple. Love that. I will say that I'm always hesitant about decks that come from large IPs. The commercializing of a tarot deck out of an IP tends to make it a bit novelty to me, and these are decks that I might collect and not quite use. But I flipped through the guidebook a little bit, and I am pleasantly surprised at how well written and how thought out this was. So one of my first kind of meh about it is although I love the back imagery here, the fairy wings, I love the back imagery, but we all know that that doesn't yield reading reversals, and that is a suggestion that they have in here. They do talk about reversals in the guidebook, and if you're going to do that, I would have put two of these up and down, one up, one down, so that you don't know which way is which. That's just me. But the cardstock is lovely. It feels very similar to Disney villains, those other, again, large commercialized IP novelty kind of decks. So it does have a nice kind of cardboard paper stock to it. But let's talk about the guidebook a little bit. The book is written by, I thought it had it in here, or is it in the back? It's written by, Cindy something? Oh my god. Let's see if I can open this book. My god, this last page. Here we go. Yeah. Art by Amy Scholes and Anthony Conley. Guidebook text by Crystal Rice. Special thanks to a bunch of whole different people. So this is a group project, which I think more hands on it kind of can be a blessing. Also a curse sometimes. It can be too many cooks in the kitchen. But I think it's pretty well done, honestly. Getting started. Before you start any reading, make sure you give your deck a good shuffle, always. Clear your mind and bring your focus to your question. When drawing a card, you can pull from the top of the deck or fan them out face down and pick the one that you're drawn to. Right, but if you know it's upside down, you're going to avoid that one, right? So that's what my whole shit is about the back of it. If you're going to suggest reversals, maybe the back shouldn't make it reversals so obvious, you know? Don't overthink it. If you're doing a spread, set the cards down in order, interpreting each one individually, then interpreting the spread as a whole. Yep. One of the most fun parts of tarot is figuring out how multiple cards relate to each other in a spread. It could be that some of the cards have similar meanings, are of the same suit, or share the same number. Love that. As you become more familiar with the cards, you will more easily notice these connections. It's like a puzzle that's never the same twice. I agree. Some people like to journal their readings. This can help you to judge if the cards turned out to be accurate, and you can deepen your understanding. It can also help you to notice patterns. Does the same card keep turning up over and over? You may need to pay special attention to the lesson it's trying to teach. And then they go on to reversed cards, 1-card readings. They've got a 3-card spread, a 5-card spread, the Celtic Cross. They break that down really well. Bless you over there, Ramen. Goodness. Let's see. Let's look into some definitions here. You know where we're going. We're going to go to the lovers first, because that's the one that tends to be a problem. Oh, let's talk about the Hierophant, actually. I'm curious to see how they do the Hierophant. With all 4 of the minor arcana at his experienced disposal, the Hierophant represents a balanced, thorough knowledge and practical application of spiritual practice. Love that. Very well put. The Hierophant card follows the others as a union of the practical elements of authoritative spiritualism. The physical side of your spiritual life is calling you. It's either time to share your wisdom with others or ask a wise elder for mentorship in your practices. Let tradition be your guide. Yeah, love that. You'll save yourself a lot of experimentation and frustration if you do it the right way from the start. Love that. So seek out knowledge and understanding to make sure you're doing your shit properly. Very good. The Lovers. They also have the reversed meaning, but we'll skip that for now. The Lovers. Here we go. Let's see. The Lovers can either refer to a relationship or, a major decision, and is a card of passion rather than careful analysis, signifying the intuitive and emotional energies of the previous cards coming together in harmony, royal and peasant, masculine and feminine uniting as one. There are no secrets with the Lovers. You'll need to communicate with total honesty, trust your intuition, and follow your bliss. Look forward to a spiritual and emotional fulfilling relationship, either with a person or with yourself. I like the way we're spinning relationships, that it's not specifically romantic, but it is very romance heavy. But we did mention the choice element that comes from Gemini with the Lover card, so I'm not mad at it, honestly. I'm not mad at it. And I know that romance is a big topic of conversation for people with reads, and a lot of people do want to do love readings, even if, just has to do it the right way, I suppose. And love readings with me are done during private sessions. If you want a love reading or you want to talk about romance, we can, but, I need a private session with you to make sure that we can, talk it out, What else? Let's see here. Let's look at the Tower and see how that's done in this deck. When you've been sleepwalking through life, the Tower is a sudden door slam that wakes you up. You will experience a sudden change that completely flips your perspective. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can be helpful to pull a clarifying card when the Tower appears to gain a better understanding of this change. It may be that your omelet recipe goes viral or that your family is about to get bigger. That said, its presence connotes negativity or monolithic impact. Interesting choice of words. The best thing to do is to allow it to play out. Once the Tower has fallen, you can start to build something new. Again, not mad at it. Not mad at this definition. I think it's well thought out. It's just a different way of putting what we know the meaning to be. And that's what the whole point of a unique deck is. Let's talk about some of the minor arcanas. I'm worried about the Three of Swords now. Let's see what that's like. Although I've been pleasantly surprised, so. Let's see here. Three of Swords. Okay. Not all cards are good. And this is one of those cards that's impossible to spin into a positive. Well, that's narrow-minded. Especially when you made the Tower hella positive. We were able to spin the Tower, but we're not able to spin the Three of Swords? Let's keep reading. If you're seeing the Three of Swords, chances are you already know why. You've been hurt and have hurt someone else in turn, and there's nothing left but heartbreak and betrayal. The kind of hurt that only those who know you best can inflict. However, plenty of other cards in the deck spell betrayal or loss. Remember, the only reason why this pain is present is because those swords are still in the heart. You need to practice radical forgiveness, either toward yourself or the other person, and pull your sword away. Only through honest grieving, forgiveness, and time can you both recover. I understand that we've approached this a bit logically, but in no way, shape, or form did we imply sword energy. The logical air sign energy that comes from swords. So you lost me there, Neopets, with that one. That one I'm not loving. I get it. I understand. But it's impossible to spin it into a positive? I disagree. Watch me. Threes come from the Empress, so this is a sign that you need to learn to love yourself, and with this card, we can become aware of the healing that needs to happen, and that can be a positive. So, what? I don't know. Let's see. Let's do Two of Cups. I wanna check that one too. A lot of the other ones that I've looked at have been pretty well worded and thought-provoked, and I really like them. The Two of Cups is a connection with someone who is your true equal. It's often, but not always, a romantic connection. You both inspire each other to be the best you can be and care deeply for each other. This card symbolizes a strong relationship that, with communication and respect, has the potential to last the rest of your lives. So we're giving this like soulmate energy, this Two of Cups. I don't love that. I really don't love that. So some of these are okay. Some of them are a little off. Eight of Swords energy refers to a self-defeating mindset. Yep, you being stuck in your head. Okay. Let's see. Seven of Cups. A time when there are a lot of options open to you. Yep, okay, cool. That's good. Nine of Wands represents the last major hurdle on the path to achieving your goals. Through your journey, you have been tested over and over. Each time it's getting a little harder to get up and keep going. Know that if you persevere, you will be victorious, but you will have to draw on every ounce of strength you possess. Interesting. That's not really the way it's conveyed in the Rider-Waite system, but I like that. The nine is, well, I mean, that is one of the ideas as well. The nines before the tens can be the last step before whatever the 10 is in each suit. So, but I mean, nines come from the Hermit, and to me, we're missing the element of this being a solo journey. We're missing the boundaries, the protection that needs to come from the 9. Let's see here. Any other good ones? Justice. Let's look at that in the majors. Let's see. Justice can be either a blessing or a warning, depending on your choices. Consequences are coming, for better or worse. The consequences may be to your karma. There you go. So I like that. I like that. See, some of these are really well worded. I do think that some of them are a little shallow, but I'm not sure what the audience is for this deck. It's definitely not for children, since NeoPets is kind of an older thing, and I don't even think it's still a thing anymore. Actually, no, it is, actually. The NeoPet website is still a thing. But I'm not sure who the audience is for this directly, but the cards are really cute. The cards are really fun. I like the way they're drawn. They're really beautiful, truly. Each card is unique. None of them are redundant or repetitive in any way, shape, or form. They were well thought out, I will say that. The shuffle, it is a chonky deck. It's kind of thick with the card stock. It's a little chonky, so might be hard to get our hands around, but shuffle feels good. Yeah. I do like this deck. I think it's fun for beginners. It kind of is a step above what I would consider novelty. I might use this to read with, you know. Seven of Pentacles, that one's really cute. Ooh. The Hierophant, the Emperor, very fun. These are super cool. That's the Emperor. 10 of Cups energy, very cool. 9 of Cups, super fun. And then just seeing the creatures, I'm like, oh my god, Neopets. So it is a super fun deck. I think it is really potentially fun for beginners with a grain of salt. But yeah, other novelty decks are going to be coming up. Do you have this one? Are you interested in it? Do you like Neopets? Do you remember them? And what do you think of the deck? Which card is your favorite? I like a lot of the cup cards. I think are really cool. I really like the High Priestess and how she's drawn. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments of this and the way that some of that is worded. It does feel a little juvenile, and I don't know because that's the art style or that's the audience that we're going for. I'm not really sure, but is this something that you're going to check out? Does you need this in your do you need this deck in your life? A full look at Neopets Tarot is coming up right now.